The Family Stone is a brilliant film with a really amazing cast. This is written and directed by Thomas Bezucha, and we have a cast including Diane Keaton, Craig T. Nelson, Dermot Mulroney, Luke Wilson, Elizabeth Reaser, Tyrone, Giordano, Rachel McAdams, and Sarah Jessica Parker. And everybody mentioned there, apart from Sarah Jessica Parker, play members of the Stone family. And this is set, of course, at Christmas. And Sarah Jessica Parker's character, Meredith, is going to her boyfriend's house for Christmas, her boyfriend's family's house for Christmas. And Everett's family are not as uptight as Meredith. They don't have as many offensive views as Meredith, and it's basically all about her trying to do her best and fit in, but her best is often not good enough. There's a particularly awkward but very well executed conversation around the dinner table that Meredith is having with one of Everett's brothers, and he happens to be gay, and Meredith, well, I won't say how it goes. I won't give any more information than that. But she says some unpleasant things. And it's not necessarily that she's trying to be nasty. It's just that her views are so different to those of the Stone family, and hopefully those of most people, that it's really awkward and uncomfortable. And she comes across as really unlikable for a lot of the film. I'll be honest, I found that she was really unlikable for too much of the film. I really struggled to get behind the character at any point. So I didn't like her at all. That's not to say she doesn't improve or that she doesn't realise that maybe she doesn't have the best attitudes at certain times, but I never really took to her. But I enjoyed the performance. Sarah Jessica Parker gave a great performance, and I'd say the Stone family are really likeable. Some of them were not as welcoming to Meredith as they could have been. It definitely goes both ways. I think both sets of people or both parties could have done more. But in general, I thought that the Stone family was actually really pleasant and really great to watch. And what's definitely worth mentioning is that one of the characters is actually deaf. And whenever any of the characters, or at least any of the Stone family, talk with him, they use sign language. They say it out loud, so obviously we, the viewer, can hear what's being said, but they use sign language to interact with him. And I think that's, I've never seen that done in a film before, at least to this extent. Because they talk with him a lot. Of course they do. He's a family member. And there's a lot of sign language in this. And I found that to be really impressive. I don't use sign language. If I did, it wouldn't be ASL. It would be BSL. So I don't know the quality of the sign language. I can't comment on any of that. But I certainly found that to be very impressive and very well done. So that was definitely something that worked in the film's favour. With regards to the Christmas aspect, I'd say there's definitely a decent amount of Christmas. It does feel like a family coming together for the holidays. It definitely felt like that, so I was really happy with that as well. And ultimately, I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, Meredith was kind of difficult to get behind, even when her character was clearly trying. But that being said, I still enjoyed the performance, if not liking the character. My personal favourite has to be Sybil Stone, played by Diane Keaton. She is the mother and wife, and absolutely my favourite. But I am a big Diane Keaton fan, so that doesn't necessarily surprise me that I was drawn to her character. Do I recommend the film? Absolutely. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. The Family Stone is an entertaining film, and it's currently on Disney Plus in the UK, and while I probably wouldn't watch it every year, it's not going to be a Christmas tradition, I wouldn't mind watching it again at some point. Definitely not a bad film. Very happy to recommend it.